Hello and welcome, I am Zombie Skittles and I'm proud to present a new mini-series of videos I've called Free-to-Play Infinity Wars. Past the bad title, the objective of these videos is to show you decks built with only the cards obtained through playing the campaigns. No money spent, and no boosters. I've seen many people worried that the only way they will stand a chance in this game is by spending money, when that simply isn't true, and I want to show you that that isn't true. First up, simple details. By finishing all the campaigns, I unlock the starter deck for every faction, and that gives you many of the cards needed for the basics of a deck. Doing the campaigns also gets you all the way to level 7, and that rewards you with multiple booster packs, but for the sake of these videos, I haven't opened them, but they can provide you with more interesting cards for your deck building if you feel like cracking them open, which you should, of course. Alright, welcome to my first deck. This is a Varroa Removal Flamedawn deck. So, our three commanders, which are the most important parts of the deck, are one Varroa Death Worshipper. When other characters die, like other opposing characters die, she gains +2/+2. Vicious Ransacker, when he manages to hit the opponent's fortress, all of the other players' support zone characters take 3 damage. And then Vanguard Knight, who is just a 7/5 attacker. So the basic objective of this deck is to use removal spells to hinder their progress while using Flamedawn creatures to rush them and to hit them hard. So the creatures we have on hand, we have 2 Aerial Commandos. Aerial Commando for 3 gives you an 8/6 flyer. Flying characters can only be blocked by other characters with flying, or a special effect that says they can. So quite often Aerial Commando will be able to swing over the top of opposing characters and hit their fortress. I then have one Flamedawn Footman, he's just a cheap attacker, no need to worry about him. And then I have some Varroa characters. I have 2 Beast of Burdens, he's once again just a 7/8 attacker for 3. 5 more Death Worshippers, because you can never have too many. And in case my commander dies, I've got 5 more. Then I have 1 more Vicious Ransacker as well, in case our commander dies. 1 Torchbearer, who when he comes into play, for the cost of 1, the opponent instantly loses 3 health. 10 Flamedawn Aspirants, they're the unlimited characters of the deck. They can jump straight in and swing for 4 damage straight from your hand. Then I have 1 Defense Golem, who's just there for basic attack, like basic blocking in case they have a really powerful creature. And 2 Wealthy Nobles, sorry. Wealthy Noble is just some mana ramp, so he will increase our resource count. I have a slew of spells in here as well. Only 1 is not removal. I have 2 Call of the Crusades. They create 3 4/2 Flamedawn Aspirants, which are the unlimited character I addressed earlier. And they all attack, they all go into the assault zone and attack, so you get an extra 12 damage in. Removal spells, I have 3 Assassinates, which kill any opposing character, and my max resources decrease by 2, which is a worthy sacrifice when you're getting rid of their commander and stuff. My favourite removal card is in this deck, and that is Heatwave. That deals 2 damage to all enemy characters. Doesn't matter what zone they're in, they all take 2 damage, so sometimes can be a really clever instant wipe of their entire board. I then have 2 Lightning Blasts. For the cost of 1, it deals 4 damage to the target character. If that character is artificial, it deals 8 damage instead, so it's good if you end up against Genesis, or there's a defense column you want to roll through. I then also have 3 Firebolts. They also do 4 damage to a target character. They are nowhere near as good as Lightning Blast. They cost 1 extra and they don't have that advantage against artificial characters, but any faction can use them, and that's where it comes in handy. Then the very last card I have is 3 Death Rays, which kill a target character if it's in a combat zone, and combat zones are the defense zone and the assault zone. So that's the whole deck. Eat it up, let it sink in, and now we're going to use it in a game, and we'll see how we go in just a second. Alright, and we're back. Now, first thing I want to mention is these decks are by no means foolproof. Yes, I've built a deck, but sometimes you'll just come against people that are better than you, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. Anyway, first thing we're up against a Sleepers of Average zombie deck. They have a Patience 0, which I mentioned earlier. For the cost of 8, he will remove any creature from a combat zone. Is it a combat zone? Yeah. And then that creature will come back under your control. Zombie Scavenger, every time one of your undead creatures dies, he gains power. And Aletta creates more undead for you. So we're going to do this. We're going to drop him, and we are going to ping his Zombie Scavenger. Killing his Zombie Scavenger will boost up our Varroa Death Worshipper, and we will cause some damage to their fortress with my Flamedawn Aspirant. Okay, so now we will swing with this chap, and we'll bring him out. He's probably going to bring his dude here out. Yep. We're going to knock it out, and then do some more damage. Beautiful. This is working out so far, but I am worried that he's got something up his sleeve. I'm going to bring out a 7/5 and bring out one of our big meaty beasts. Unfortunately, his Endless Horde actually gains power for each Endless Horde that's in the graveyard. As you can see, that one died and this one got boosted. Now, this is the tough call. I'm going to assassinate, and we're going to kill this commander. This commander creates zombies, and we don't want him creating more zombies. So, now that's done, we will attack. Now we only have to worry about his Patience 0. His Patience 0 is a deadly one for us. We're going to drop this. That'll create the 3 Flamedawn Aspirants, hitting him for more damage. We're going to swap those two around like so. No, we're not. I'm just going to die anyway. Okay. This is working so far. I'm quite happy. Yep. Good trade. We did 27 damage. I think we've won. There's no way he's going to be able to stop us. I'm going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of something. We will drop this guy. That'll ping him as per its effect. The opponent will just lose 3 extra health. We're also going to use Lightning Blast. We're going to destroy one of his Endless Hordes. That'll lower his defenses, and hopefully we might be able to push through for enough damage. We'll find out. Not quite. Oh yes, actually quite. We win. Very nice quick game. Perfect. This is exactly what a removal deck is meant to do. In my eyes anyway. Stops his commanders doing what they're there to do, because commanders are often the crutch of the deck. And at the same time we're using Flamedawn to hit him hard. So that's a really simple deck that you can build using just the cards in the campaigns. Feel free to use that as like a sort of stepping stone to building your own deck off of it if you want. And I will see you on the next episode where we will build a whole new deck out of just those cards. I'll see you then.